What's going on, guys? I'm gonna be reacting to something that happened a few days ago. Somebody out there played the good old switcheroo on some reporters, and these reporters are mad about what he did. And I'm gonna be reacting to a clip from the Devory Darkins from the Devory Darkins show. So shout out to him. I like his content and everything. I will leave the link to his full video in the description below. So after you guys watch this, you guys can go check him out, like the video, subscribe to him, show some love to me, making these videos for you guys. But like the video at the end or now, and subscribe to my channel too. So let's get to it. So apparently these reporters are mad that Trump did the good old switcheroo on them and use him as a decoy. But hey, I cannot blame him. I mean, allegedly there were some threats out there for him. So hey, um, he did what I gotta do, man. Like you guys want to follow him, all the way, around in his Air Force One. So hey, don't be complaining. So let's watch what the boy got for us right here.
After reports of President Trump avoiding a credible threat on his life by acting like he was on Air Force One when he really wasn't, the media has been melting down, making it all about themselves. But one problem has come up. A former Democrat senator went on to MSDNC and dropped the brutal truth. Take a listen.
If they had disclosed this after the fact, then I think everyone would be a little more comfortable with it. The fact that we're finding out from deep sourced folks that this has happened is probably not great. But they were trying, I think there's probably was a credible threat. And I don't think anybody would argue that Iran would we took out their entire senior leadership of their country. And they are extremists. And Trump is their number one enemy. So I understand why they would go to extraordinary lengths to try to protect him if it really was a credible threat. If we had a Democratic president in the same position, I think all of us would say, well, I'm glad they figured out a way to protect the president better.
Facts.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. If it was a Democrat president, you wouldn't see the level of meltdown and outrage from the left and mainstream media as it pertains to what the president did. Now, his Secret Service are actually in charge of his security. They made a decision to make it appear like the president was on Air Force One. The media was on
the good old switcheroo on them.
On Air Force One, meaning the press pool, and the White House staffers were on the Air Force One, but he wasn't. The media is taking it personal that they were used as a decoy.
Magician.
Take a listen.
Okay, now we understand that it is these threats from Iran that led to this switch. It all, I think, also led to the people who actually did fly on the blue and white plane, reporters and staff, to become unwitting decoys in this ruse, which I think is disconcerting.
Unwitted? What the heck are you talking about, man?
For anyone who flies on Air Force One regularly.
Yeah, so. And as John Berman points out, unwitting targets, decoys.
Unwitting targets.
Or targets in this case.
So that meltdown that I was telling you about, just read your screen here from Fake Tapper of all people. He brings up the story how he flew to Afghanistan with a different president. It was the same situation, but the president was with them the whole time. Our safety wasn't treated any differently from his. We were never decoys. He goes on to say that the job.
Why are you complaining, man? What's wrong with you?
Job of the government staffers and journalists is not to serve as decoys when there's a credible threat requiring the primary to be exfiltrated from the vehicle. The purpose of staffers and journalists are not to be decoys, but when the president's life is at threat and it's a credible threat, you will be used as decoys. And if you don't like it, then don't be one, Jake Tapper.
Facts. Don't be one. Quit following him around then. Don't fly on the Air Force One. Why are you complaining, man? Like, these people are...
Just because it's Donald Trump and we think he's a horrible president, we should keep in mind that the president's protection is important for our country. And it would be a terrible thing for any president to be assassinated, especially by a foreign government.
Yeah.
Facts. It is, man. Come on.
I think everyone would agree with you on that. The president's safety is incredibly important.
But not according to Jake Tapper.
Oh, no.
His life as a journalist, as a reporter, a part of the press pool, is just as valuable, as important as a president of the United States when there's a credible threat against the president of the
Oh no, it's more important. That's what he thinks.
United States, according to his logic.
Exactly.
Listen, you guys fact check me if you like. Do you believe, if you were a reporter, that they should save you and not the president, or they should put the president's life in danger just to save you? I mean, let's just be honest about it. Let's go there.
Let's go there. I mean, if you're gonna surround yourself by the president or somebody of high stature and government, you know there's gonna be threats out there. So expect things like this. I mean, they what? Who's this guy, Jake Tapper? Come on, quit complaining.
Okay. Oh, by the way, this isn't the first time this has happened. It happened in the year of 2000 under Bill Clinton.
Yeah, I actually interviewed today a guy named Patrick Sullivan, who's a 23-year veteran of the Secret Service and spent 4 years on the Presidential Protective Detail. And I asked him that question, do you consider this to be decoy? That's the word that's being used. He disagreed with that assessment. He didn't think that characterization was fair because there were agents and staff on that plane. And so there were certainly people who would have been possibly in the know about the plan that was unfolding to protect the president. So that was his characterization based on his knowledge of how presidential movements work. To me, the most important issue here is you got to keep the president safe. This man faces threats in domestic airspace, on the ground here in the United States, especially when you're overseas. He has to be kept safe. And you want the commander-in-chief to be able to go to NATO meetings and represent the country at the same time. To go through everything they went through, all this deception and all this stuff, I agree with Beth. They must have had some really specific and very troubling intelligence. It sounds like it could have been from the Israelis, that his life was in danger. So I'm fully in support of them taking any action necessary to keep the president safe. That has to be the number one.
Yeah, absolutely. The president of the United States should be priority number one.
I mean, it doesn't matter if he's a Republican or Democrat. Like, they gotta keep the guy safe or woman safe. You know what I mean? So I don't know why they're complaining that he did a little decoy, did a little switcheroo on you. So quit following him around then. Don't fly on the airplane no more. But I can bet you that they won't. They're still going to be there.
Secret Service job is to protect him first above anything else. And that's just the bottom line to it. And here's the other thing. These media hacks, I suppose, they're so arrogant. They believe they're so entitled to
Indeed.
To this idea that the president or his staff should have told them. Yeah, you really think that their staff is going to give you a heads up knowing you guys like to actually put his life in danger? Because
Facts. Like, why you're not entitled to this stuff? Like, what the heck they think they are, man? Like, they don't fly on the plane no more. But watch, they're still going to be there.
you guys can't help yourself. You'll probably leak that information or whatnot. I mean, I wouldn't blame. Listen, if I was running the Secret Service, I wouldn't tell anybody. Right? It'd be as if business as usual. So I don't know what the problem here is, but let's go ahead and wrap this up with this final clip.
You can see the catering truck behind the old Air Force One before takeoff. When the press landed in the UK to refuel, the Post reports Trump was loaded back onto the plane. And that is when reporters asked him why they were told to
Now you see me, now you don't.
keep their window shades closed. Now, there is some historical precedent for concealing the president's whereabouts during times of critical threats, but in those situations, the administration revealed what was going on either in real time to the press traveling with the president or after the fact. Neither of those happened in this situation as it is reported. Sandra.
Let's move on.
You see that? Come on, guys. Quit complaining. Quit following him around then. But shout out to Devory Darkins and his Devory Darkins show out there. Props to him and his content. Again, the link in the description below. I'm going to leave his link for his full video so you guys can go watch him and show some support to him. But hey, that was kind of funny, man. Like, he played the good old switcheroo on them and they're over here mad about it. Then quit following him around again. If I was Trump, man, I'd be doing that more often. It's kind of funny though. But hey, you guys, thank you for your time and come back for some more. Remember, like the video, subscribe to get some more of this craziness out there. Let's go. Peace out.